But guys, what about, so you've talked a lot about individual concerns you had, individual anxieties.
Mm-hmm.
Were there things you were concerned about
Mm.
in the relationship itself, whether it had to do with boundaries, sexual health, sexual fluidity? I mean, Melissa, you were in a marriage before, and then you met this lovely man, right?
Yeah.
And I wonder if that leaves an imprint in terms of worrying about your own security as a couple.
Oh, no, I didn't have any, like, yeah.
I'm trying to.
I probably should have
yeah.
thought about shit with the relationship. We had problems come up, but I didn't have any. I had no anxieties about us. You know, like, no, I didn't worry about that. I wasn't.
That felt solid.
Yeah,
was-
no jealousy,
Yeah.
no anything. I think we didn't. Don't think we realized what we were getting into. And then later on, we had problems come up. You know, of just like boundaries and who's gonna do which part of the work and what happens when one person wants to work and the other person doesn't and all that shit. But at the beginning, no, it was all just like, this is great.
Yeah, I don't. In terms of engaging with people in chat, I mean, it really didn't seem to be like there was very much jealousy coming up
Right,
in
that
terms
wasn't
of
an
kind of
issue.
keeping like a flirtatious vibe with people or being in a sexual space verbally or even like you know, when performing live and communicating with people in chat. There really didn't seem to be much that we were struggling with in terms of
Yeah.
Okay.
issues
Yeah,
like that,
that's
which
not
I'm feeling very thankful for. And
Yeah, I'm
I feel like
realizing
it's
that
probably extremely rare.
Right.
I
I'm like,
acknowledge
wait,
that,
how did we
yeah.
not?
Yeah. So there wasn't a lot of jealousy in the beginning. Melissa,
Right.
you used the word boundaries before, where
Mhm.
boundaries had become a challenge for a period or maybe a couple of
Yeah.
instances. Before we get to the question of boundaries, off camera, how would you guys identify your relationship model? Is it monogamous? Is it open? Is it poly? Something else?
No, we're so bad at definitions, but
I think this is one we've definitely struggled to like put the pin in. I can say like this. I mean, I don't think I'm interested. I'm not interested in bringing in another full-time emotional and psychological and financial partner into
Yes.
our relationship.
Yeah.
I don't think that's something I'm interested in. I think I like having a primary and having
Maybe like play
a
part-
very sort of monogamous feeling relationship. However, I think both of us do get a lot out of playing physically with others, but it's not just physical, because it's we that's not the barrier for whether or not we want to interact with others. And I don't know how to put my finger on this.
So we
I'm
don't
butchering it, I'm
date
sure.
people. Like, I don't go on my own dates. He doesn't go on his own dates. We don't like, it's not like we meet another couple and we have to swap just like this. And you know, like, there's no have tos. We're open for
Right.
whatever. We tend to
Well-
behave monogamously. I think we're open for whatever, just depending on like if the flow is right.
So
But-
from what you're
does that make
describing,
sense?
it does sound like, it actually does sound, I know you don't love labels.
Yeah.
It
It's
sounds
poly.
like
Like
not a poly relationship. It sounds very much like an open relationship.
Yeah.
And all open relationships have rules and boundaries, and you know, there's conversations about how to prioritize the person who is your long-term partner, right? And so is your version of openness playing with other people together, or do you sometimes play with other people separately?
We haven't played with anybody separately.
Yeah.
It's generally not something we're.
It's not something we're interested in, but it's also not something that's there's no hard nose on that. We've both, like,
Right.
when we've had lovers, like a third, for example, we've both said it's fine with me if you're with that person and I'm not around. No, it just hasn't happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I don't know why, but it just hasn't actually happened.
Yeah.
It's okay with us, but it just hasn't happened.
Well, I know why it doesn't happen, because you guys spend a ridiculous amount of time together, it seems, which is great, but I mean, I can't imagine it, but it seems...
Right.
Right.